I will say that this is the most freeing I felt in a long time.
As the sun shines on all of my glory, my flaws don't look so bad at all. What was I so afraid of?
Hey everybody, it's Sharmel. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with a chit chat log video, and we are going to be talking about spirituality and locks. So let's get into it. I am currently 7 months into my lock journey, and I can say that this has definitely been an interesting journey so far. Prior to starting my locks, I did post a video talking about why I wanted to lock my hair, and in that video I was very adamant about this not being a spirituality journey, just because a lot of times locks are linked to spirituality, and that's nothing against anybody who has that belief. But for me, I personally didn't feel like that calling or that urge when I decided to lock my hair. So I've always kind of felt like hair is hair and it only has as much power as we give it. And so while I don't feel like my hair or my locks have these like supernatural powers or they automatically make me closer to God, I will say that God has been using this lock journey to teach me a lot of new things about myself, a lot of new things about life. And like I said, it came by such a surprise because I was very adamant about this not being a spirituality journey. So yes, I'm just going to discuss some of the things that I'm learning along this journey that I thought I'd share with you all. So let's get started. So one of the first things this journey has been teaching me about is identity. So I come from a Christian background. One of the reasons I think I was never like really pulled to my locks being spiritual is because outside of my hair, based on my background and then just me as an adult, over the last few years I have definitely made like my relationship with God and my relationship with Jesus a priority in my life. So outside of my hair, I was already on my own spiritual journey and figuring out my purpose, walking in my calling, all of that good stuff. So like I never connected that to my hair. But coming from that background, a lot of times you hear we are spiritual beings living a natural experience. And this is something that I've always believed. However, this lock journey has really painted that picture for me, like vividly painted the picture. So, you know, we're humans. As humans, I think it's instinctive for us to kind of lead with our nature because it's just kind of designed in who we are as humans. A lot of times when it comes to identifying yourself, when it comes to defining yourself, a lot of times it's based on like our physical attributes. Even if you look at your ID card, one of the main things that it's going to have on there is like your height, your weight, your eye color. You know, a lot of times we define ourselves based on the different roles that we play in society. We define ourselves based on the different accolades that we have accomplished. When you get used to presenting yourself a certain way, you know, that's the identity that you take on. However, we still have our spiritual side, and a lot of times, you know, our spiritual side is kind of suppressed. You feel like that inner being, but it's like, how do you tap into it? How do you like put it into words? But it's something that we all feel. And the reason why I say this journey has really painted that picture for me is because it's crazy to think that a hairstyle can really change or distort the way that you view yourself. It's like I wake up in the morning and I open my eyes, I feel like Sharmel. Nobody can tell me that I'm not Sharmel. However, when I look in the mirror, I sometimes don't recognize myself. It's all a hairstyle, but this journey just takes you through so many different emotions, and like I said, it really changes the way that you see yourself because again, we're so used to leading with the natural, and a lot of times our natural is based on society. And so when you kind of strip yourself from that, it just makes you very vulnerable and exposed. This journey has definitely been allowing me to do a lot of like just more internal work, more introspection. It's still a work in process. It's not like it's something that I've just automatically learned and that I'm just moving forward. I think it's going to be a continual thing. And just to sum it all up, when it comes to like the identity side, this journey has definitely just been teaching me to trust God more, and it's teaching me how to be more spirit-led instead of using like the natural and my physical as a crutch. Moving right along. So the second thing that this journey is teaching me is confidence. I wish I can tell you guys that I've just like reached this level where I just feel the most beautiful that I have ever felt with my hair like that. But I would be lying to you guys because I don't feel like that. I have really good days. Like today I feel really cute. You know, I'm loving my hair. My hair looks cute. I'm having a good day. Tomorrow morning, I don't know how I'm gonna feel. But all in all, I feel like even though I haven't reached my peak of the most beautiful I felt, I will say that this is the most freeing I felt in a long time. And then just having that freedom, that's a level of confidence within its own. So yeah, I've tried a ton of hairstyles in my lifetime. I've cut off all my hair before. I've worn pixies, like with the relax. I big chopped and wear braids, wigs, blondes, colors, long, short, curly, wavy. Most hairstyles that you can think of, I have tried. And you know, I have my favorites with those hairstyles, but no hairstyle has ever gave me the freedom that my locks have given me. And as I continue to walk into that freedom, I feel like it's just elevating and reinforcing who I am, and that's just building my confidence on its own. And yeah, this also goes back to identity and not being completely reliant on like my hair, how my hair physically looks to build my confidence. I did a video titled Too Pretty for Locks, and I'll link it either up here or down in the description box. And so I guess this is kind of an extension of that. You know, hair and beauty standards go hand in hand, especially for Black women. And you know, people like to get on the internet and act like they're always just super confident and they always just love the way that they look and love the way that they feel, and beauty standards don't affect them. But you know, for a lot of us, me speaking for me personally, even the most confident person, you can sometimes be affected when you don't meet up to certain beauty standards. And so again, this journey is really teaching me to build my confidence outside of what the current beauty standard is. And by doing that, I cannot rely on how my hair looks or how my hair, if my hair is deemed beautiful or pretty or not, to build my confidence. So yes, confidence is another big thing that I'm learning on my journey. So some other things this journey has been teaching me is patience. Okay, patience. So unless you start your hair with like lock extensions or instant locks, you know, there is just going to be a process that you have to allow to happen. You can watch however many how to make your hair lock faster videos as you want, but you have to go through the process. And through this process of patience, I'm learning a lot of vulnerability. I'm learning how to extend more grace to myself, extend more love, and to love myself through this process. And it's so funny because literally in my notes for this point, I wrote down patience, vulnerability, grace, kindness, dedication, diligence. And so as I'm reviewing these notes that I wrote, again, this video is about locks and spirituality, and it clicked. I'm like, oh my God, these are the fruits of the Spirit. So if you guys aren't familiar with the fruits of the Spirit, so in Galatians 5:22 in the Bible, it reads, but the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, forbearance, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. And it's just crazy because, like I said, I was very adamant about this not being a spirituality journey. And so as I'm reviewing my notes and as God is moving all of these pieces and putting it together, I'm like, wow, I really wrote out the fruits of the Spirit. And when I was writing it down, I was not intending it to be that. Also, you know, while I'm exercising these fruits of the Spirit with myself, it's also allowing me to exercise them with people in my life. So, you know, as I'm learning to be patient with myself, with my hair, I'm learning how to extend that patience to others. As I'm learning to be gentle with myself and how I talk to myself, how I treat myself during this vulnerable period, I'm learning to extend that to others. And then the last way that God has used this journey in my life is that it has reignited my creativity. Somebody actually left me a comment recently on my video where I was dyeing my hair, and they made the comment that I do so much to my locks. And you know, I guess from the outside looking in, you know, it is a fact that I do a lot to my locks. I do a lot to my hair. Sometimes it's out of boredom, but also growing up, doing my hair has always been like a creative outlet for me. I started doing my hair really young. I've literally been doing my own hair for 15 years plus. I just enjoy it. You know, it's a hobby for me. It makes me feel good. It's calming to me. It brings me joy. I understand that other people may not have that same connection with their hair as I do, so I can understand how someone may feel like I'm doing a lot to my hair. But for me, it's kind of like an artist, if they have like a paintbrush and they like to paint and do all these things, they're not going to put a cap on how many pictures they can draw, how many paintings they can draw. Like I said, I tried a lot of hairstyles and I have no shame in that. I enjoy it. I love perfecting my craft. I love trying new things. But to get back to the point of this reigniting my creativity, like I said, I've been doing my hair for a long time, since I was literally a child. So, you know, as you get older, as you mature, like once you enter the real world, once I started like really working, I definitely had to, I don't want to say downplay my creative side when it comes to my hair, but again, this is America. I'm a black woman, so I definitely had to make sure I was presenting myself in a manner that was palatable for corporate America. I felt like I couldn't really express myself with my hair the way that I did in my youth. You know, fortunately now I'm currently at a job where the culture is a little more relaxed, and I don't feel that bondage that comes along with making sure your hair is presented the right way, the way that I did when I first started working like in the real world. But you know, just over time, I've definitely kind of lost that spark, that zeal that I had for doing my hair. If you guys don't know, if you're new here, I've been on YouTube for a long time. I've been doing hair tutorials for a long time. And I can say from probably like 2018 to 2020, I had definitely kind of gotten bored with the type of hair content that I was putting out. I was just kind of over it. I felt like I had kind of reached my plateau when it came to like certain hairstyles. Like they just no longer excited me. But since starting my Loc journey, this is the first time that I've been like really excited about my hair in a long time. Like when I do Loc content, like I thoroughly enjoy the videos that I do about my locks. I love filming the videos. I love editing them. Like I'm excited when I try something new with my hair. Like I'm like, oh, I can't wait to film this and show my audience. Overall, I'm happy. You know, like I said, I'm excited to share my experiences. I'm excited to share the different ideas that I come up with, or the different things that I try when it comes to my hair. Like especially because when you think about locks, one of the main things that people say to you, or one of the main misconceptions about having locks, is that, oh, you know, you really can't do much with it. And for me, that's a challenge. Like, y'all tell me I can't do that much with my hair. Bet. I'm about to show y'all. I'm about to do everything that y'all said I couldn't do. So, and I've kind of talked about this in other videos about going through like certain funks and having these ruts. And regardless of what your creative outlet is, we all need it, especially this crazy world that we live in. And so I'm happy that I'm still able to have that. I'm happy that energy has kind of been reignited. And it's definitely a roller coaster when it comes to this Loc journey, don't get me wrong, but it's just so exciting to me. I don't know, it's just hair, but like I said, this is the first time I've really been excited about my hair in this capacity. So yes, I hope I said everything I wanted to say in this video. If anything, God has definitely been using this Loc journey to show me a parallel of kind of like life, the terminology that comes with having locks. When you have your baby locks, you're so excited. Then they start to change. It's kind of like with life, we go through these different changes until we reach our mature level. And I think if I could use one word to sum up the relationship with my locks specifically and my God specifically, is that it's just been revelation. And this was just something that I was not expecting to have. And so like I said, it's just been exciting. It's definitely an up and down journey. You know, I have really good days and I have other days and I'm like, is this what I really want to do? But overall, it's just been an enjoyable journey. So yes, that is it for this video. I feel like in 6 months I'm gonna have another list of things that this journey has taught me. But yes, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, Snatched by Sharmel, and I will see you all in my next video.